What's up guys, welcome back, the manly adventures of Mokey Mokey and pals. Great idea from Yu-Gi-Oh! For Real Man. Everyone remembers that channel from a couple of years ago, but sadly he doesn't upload anymore. But again, a great idea, so let's use it right. Again, Mokey Mokey's in today's format with, of course, a couple of splashable engines. Yes, Mokey Mokey. Well, anyway, so again, a couple of splashable engines to exploit the link mechanic, of course, with Brandish, aka Sentuki, a small Gen X Undyne engine as well, since again, the fact that you can search your Undyne or your controller, it's a tuner to go for Needle Fiber and potentially give you the extra special summon of a normal monster in the form of your link Spider. Again, great. But the biggest MVP of this deck is, what is it called? The Treasure Panda. Very similar to Substitute, right? Like banish any number of spells from your graveyard to a special summon like multiple normals from your deck. Yes, I know that this is quite a strong deck, but well, anyway, that's not really a strong field, right? Yes, the Fairy Tales, no, I believe he doesn't have any in his graveyard, so that's not something I have to play around from. Well, yeah, I do have the Call by the Grave to force him, at least to force a possible second Fairy Tale to activate, right? Again, also not once per turn, he can just chain the same copy of Fairy Tale to the activated Called by the Grave. But still he needs to like banish 7 cards, right? So that's all fine. Keep upgrading this link shenanigans, that's how it goes, right, in today's format. Again, my inspiration for this was to go for, I think I saw like an OCG list from past weekend using the Treasure Panda, a couple of link splashable engines like Brandish, the Gen X Undyne, the Treasure Panda, of course, etc, etc. Again, going for the Unicorn, so I have to deal with the established board, get rid of the Trick Clown and Toon Table of Contents. The card is getting so much attention, right, thanks to Brandish and especially thanks to the Treasure Panda, giving you more spells in the graveyard to banish and special summon those manly Mokey Mokeys to the field and Smackdown pumps them up to 3k attack points. Again, quite nice. Yup, definitely no match for the manly Mokey Mokey. Next matchup against Blue Eyes, I think I get to start. So again, having Toon Table of Contents is quite nice. I was running the Elephants, you know, the draw cards. Well, yeah, I'm definitely go at least try to do that, right? I was running the, what is it called, like the Elephants? The draw card for normals, but you have to sacrifice like a normal on your side of the field. That's okay. You can get to draw 2 cards, but you're sacrificing a monster on your side of the field, and that's one less monster you can use to, you know, upgrade your link stuff. So not really. I think the finalized list is not running any yeah, of those draw cards, right? Use Firewall's Dragon's effect to get back 3 monsters, making sure that at least one of those is the manly Mokey Mokey. Drop the Summoner's Monk to use its effect to special summon the Phoenix Rosenix. Again, getting it's just, you know, standard upgrade your link stuff. You potentially go for well, no, extra link isn't really possible. Well, maybe with the right card combinations. But using the Triad right to again get those 3 Mokey Mokeys on the field, making sure that my link monsters will be made with at least 1 Mokey Mokey to give them some extra power, and, you know, set up those co-links with yeah, Cerberus, with Phoenix, with Griffin as well. Okay, no search of the white, so I probably should have waited, right? Maybe he wasn't able, at least he wouldn't have searched the Blue Eyes or a regular Blue Eyes, right, if he knew I had Called by the Grave. But that's good, but I think during, yep, that's definitely something I'm going to do during the end phase. Banish another stone thanks to Call by the Grave, so yep, no Blue Eyes on the side of the field, and, you know, form a Synchron into a possible Synchro Summon, etc, etc. So now I can just attack with everything for game. So again, some basic shenanigans featuring links, right? Another example, again, 60 card Lightsworn Zombie, you know, just grass.deck shenanigans, right? Again, I get to start having the Brandish engine, Toon Table of Contents. Yeah, exactly. even though the main tutor of Brandish is a girl, right? Brandish Maiden Ray. Well, anyway, go for the Brandish shenanigans. Got a couple of draws right, but Summon Monk instantly searches your treasure panda. Again, you have so many options to go first, like drawing Undyne opens up so many shenanigans plays, opening up panda. Well, then again, you know, your panda needs those spells in your graveyard, but you know, your deck is running so many spells like the Toon Tables. Just to name a few, the Brandish engine just fuels you like a couple of spells in your graveyard needed to potentially go for like a first turn Skull Dread. Again, replenish your hand, get rid of those extra normals in your hand, again set up your treasure panda and go from there, right? So going first, it's not really that hard to potentially go for like the co-links with multiple Troymare / Nightmare monsters. The opponent can definitely have hand traps, but you know, you have to play a triple called by the grave here in this deck, as it was with Plant Links in the previous OCG format. Triple Call by the Grave was basically staple in that particular deck. Red Reboot, you know, those cards are standard in the side deck. Yup, Firewall Dragon was still alive, so getting back at least 2 Mokey Mokeys and making sure that my opponent can't go for this tag out or special summon, or at least tribute his Lone Fire Blossom to potentially go for the Predaplant shenanigans. So again, he already used up his normal summon, so not really sure if like 60 card Light Sword zombie deck can recover from that. Well, Brilliant Fusion, yeah, that's definitely the case, but still 3 cards, I assumed 3 Brilliant Fusion out of 60 cards. What are the chances, right? Well, yeah, those hand traps, the Ash Blossom here didn't really matter too much. Probably should have waited. Well, then again, not really sure if I went for, at least if I would have gone for Skull Dread. But yeah, again, Ash Blossom on the panda, not really sure if that was a correct play. Anyway, Monster Reborn gets back the panda. Again, more shenanigans. I'm not really sure if I should have sacrificed my Skull Dread here, but it's not going to matter too much in the long run. Again, my opening turn to eventually, you know, just standard Link shenanigans, summon Sorcerers, giving me pretty much more monsters on my side of the field. Again, making sure to get those Mokey Mokeys in the graveyard to potentially go for the OTK next turn, right? Getting 3 monsters back, double Mokey Mokey and the panda as well. Just again an extra effect monster on my side of the field. Yeah, just keep upgrading the stuff, Link stuff, right? Griffin, Phoenix, yeah, standard shenanigans. The weak Link Karibo, not really that big of a deal since both Phoenix and Cerberus do have that protection effect, and of course the 2 hand traps in my hand can definitely help, you know, my opponent, at least prevent my opponent from setting up, at least establish his big board. Okay, the Karibo, the loss of Link Karibo is that it's not that big, right? Double Tri-Rite, well, it's okay, but I believe his Cyber Dragon was not able to be destroyed by battle thanks to the Monster Reborn for Cyber Dragon, so I had to go for Unicorn. And yup, again making sure that Mokey Mokey is on the field, and I needed that 300 attack points, so now Mokey Mokey can deal the last damage and attack for game. Again, another example I get to start, Toon Table of Contents shenanigans, getting more searches, getting more spells in the graveyard, and of course, well yeah, okay, the Ash Blossom on the Brandish Engage, that's okay, I can still recover, right, if I have one of those openers, as in Undyne, as in Panda, etc, etc. So, but yeah, the second hand trap definitely hurts, definitely Mokey. Anyway, Cyber Dragon Infinity is cool, okay, it does a full negation, but again the Brandish engine makes sure that I have, like, at any point in the duel I have a searchable, like, quote-unquote smashing ground in the form of the Afterburner, right? So force out the Cyber Dragon Infinity, no hand trap this time, so now, yep, Treasure Panda is going to wreck, get multiple normals on my side of the field. I believe the Flameville Guard is also that tuner that gives you the Needle Fiber access into, you know, a lion, into Summon Sorcerers. Again, just keep upgrading your Link stuff, establish your big indestructible board, and now I should be able to attack for a game if I'm not mistaken. Again, go for the Traumatic Goblin, not really, yeah, nope, the extra normal summon is not really needed, right? But again, Firewall Dragon, making sure that I bounce back his big monster. Go for the Phoenix as well, special summon Mokey Mokey. Yeah, and another Mokey, dealing some extra damage and eventually attack for a game. But the last duel against Pendulum Magician, saving the best for last, right? So again, the opponent gets to start. He's doing some well, some regular Pendulum Magician shenanigans, and I believe his end board is going to be Vortex, Norito, and I believe Tornado Dragon as well. Tornado Dragon is not really that big of a threat here for this deck, since again, you know, you're not really running too much back row or, well, continuous spells, traps maybe. Well, spells, yeah, you're running the Mokey Mokey Smackdown, so that's something you have to keep in mind, right? But again, nonetheless, a super solid field, especially with the Metatron as well. So I have to force out like 2 spell and trap negates, yep. At least we can try, right? So use Turntable of Contents, reveal the Engage, which is going to be negated by the Norito, then go for the potential, well, second copy of Engage, but it does negate the Gageri, I believe the name is, with his Vortex Dragon. That's all good. Summon Monk is a nice follow-up play here, and if he does not have a hand trap, which we know he hasn't since he got back that in-hand Magician, thanks to the Overdragon Magician, I believe. So Skovger Skull Dread, replenish my hand, and yep, very, very delicious. Just, you know, start the Link stuff, the Link spam, and get everything on the field. Needle Fiber again, giving me more access to Lion, again an extra token. Go for Firewall Dragon, starting those multiple special summons, not once per turn, like as mentioned multiple times before, right? And again, just making sure that I can get, yeah, because of the Smackdown in my hand, I have to make sure that I can get rid of his Tornado Dragon, of course, and the Metatron as well, since I think he would have been able to get back, I believe, the Astrograph Sorcerer in his graveyard. Yep, that should have been the case, but yeah, the manliness of Mokey Mokey is just too much for Pendulum Magicians to overcome. So now, yep, I can deal the last damage and attack for a game. So Mokey Mokey's 2018, couple of splashable, well, during the Link era, right, couple of splashable engines. If you have any suggestions for like the future manly adventures of insert a new archetype here, feel free to leave those down below. Yeah, definitely let us know. Yeah, okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.